Welcome back to Allotment Diggers. It's the 28th of April today, 2024. Just come back from the antiques fair and I've got some really awesome coins there. I've got time I'll show me at the end of the video. Put them in there so I don't lose them. Obviously I survived the hospital. And when I say survived, only just. I woke up the next day, couldn't see, all my eyes was blurred. Pains all through my body, but I'm here. But yeah, I had a load of blood works done, and anyway, at least I'd come through the injection anyway. It's for my lungs really, to keep them working. But anyway, we're here, and we've been doing a few jobs this week. In fact, one of the first jobs I did this week was to put some more tomatoes in this greenhouse. We had 2 more tomatoes to put in. Let me show you what we've put in. Guys, I've got 2 more spaces in these, in the middle greenhouse, these halos, and what we've got here, these are Allotment. Now I'm going to put them into this one and into that one. These, we've got Elsie Craig here. Most of all these are Elsie Craig, and down here are all Moneymaker, but we have actually got Black Russian at the bottom end. However, we're just going to stick one of these here and one of them there, so that's what I'm doing now. Now I haven't got my camera set up, so we'll show you when we're done. But we've put a calcium tablet in there, and I'm using this Clover multi-purpose compost. And I say we just make sure all the suckers, remove all the suckers, so the plant grows pretty straight and pretty quickly as well. So that's what we're going to put into here. So we'll be back with an update when I've done them. So these are the Allotment. Now if you look at the roots there, they're just starting to turn in the pot. Now we're going to flip that into this pot in a second. We had a bit more compost in there and the calcium tablet, so I'm going to have to use both hands here. But yeah, there's the tomato. That's the sort of root system you want on your tomatoes, guys, when you're potting them on. There we go, all potted up. I'm going to give it a quick water. It'll soon catch up to these ones, and same with that one there. In fact, that one's the same size as these. These are slightly, we put these in about 3 weeks, no, 2 weeks. We started these from seed 2 weeks before we started these ones, so you know they've got a jump of about 6 inches on them. But yeah, I'm going to have to start moving the Velcro up the stems. We'll put another 2 Velcro here, and that holds the tomatoes to the canes, and it also holds the trusses up as well. You'll see in about a month's time. But yeah, we just finished this greenhouse, so this is completely finished this greenhouse now. Right, onwards and upwards. So yeah, we've got the Allotment. So we've got 2 Allotment, 2 Black Russians, we've got 8 Elsie Craig and 8 Moneymaker in this greenhouse, and they're doing exceptionally well. As you can see, they're flying away now, and hopefully we'll get some fantastic tomatoes. Now I've still got the front greenhouse to sort out. However, I've got masses and masses and masses of seedlings that I've been pricking out and potting on, and there's no end in sight to them. I've been giving loads of tomatoes away to my friends and my family. Gave my dad a load yesterday, tomatoes. I gave him some beefsteak and some Tigerella and some Moneymaker, some Elsie Craig. I've been giving loads away. I give to Mike from Potting Along, who also has a YouTube channel. I give him a pile of tomatoes, Moneymaker, and yeah, I've been giving them all out. So we've tried to make some space. However, when I make a space, I seem to fill it twice as much, and don't go in the bag buttercup. And what we've been doing this week is doing a load of pricking out and potting on. of the brassicas. Now I've still got inside the back greenhouse there, I must have another 50 brassicas to pot on. I've got loads of chilies. I've not done the chilies yet, pricked them out and put them up, well, I'm going to say put them into bigger pots, so we've got a load of that to do. But I've got a video here just to show you what we've been doing in the front greenhouse, and I'll show you some of the stuff that we've grown. Well guys, you join me. I'm putting these in my sprouts. I'm taking them out of these and putting them into these pots there, and I need to do it pretty quickly. Bit of compost in the bottom. Oops. Got a load more of these in the back greenhouse. Literally, I'm my wit's end with them all at the moment. Where to put them? I've got nowhere to bloody put them. Now, putting them in the beds might be a bit too premature in this weather, the climate at the moment. It's very, very cold. And don't want to be tempting fate. Oh, good God. Now we've got a bit of a factory going here. Give them a good firming in, brassicas. Brassicas always like a good firming in. I'm running out of space here. What I'm going to have to do, I do these and I'm going to have to put these ones outside. The only trouble is the camera's on. I need to turn the camera off. Right, so can we do? You'll get no bloody room. This is the problem, you see, no room. I've got so much going on in here. I've just done the collies. I'll see if I can just keep going here for now. I've let these dry out. Unfortunately, this compost we're using, it's damp, so you can see the difference between the damp and the dry. But, they will, well, I give them a good water and I'm going to stick them in a drip tray just outside. I'm sort of leaning over a bag of clover here. Yeah, these are about another 2-3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks away from putting outside. And in fact, these ones might be about 4 weeks, because I need my brassica cage for these, because they grow quite tall, unfortunately. The collies I can put in another bed. Right, I've got, as I always do, I do 12. Actually, I think I've done 18 of these. I've done 18 collies. Actually, I've done 24 collies. So we're going to get these in a drip tray now outside and just let them soak, and then we'll crack on with what should I do next. Well, I've got a load of calibres, or should I say I've got a load of broccoli to do. Yeah, these pots, like, I've got thousands of these pots, and thanks to my mate Jim, I've got thousands more. I'll be able to do a few more tomatoes and give the pots with the tomatoes to get rid of the pots. I don't really need them. I mean, I've got trays of them down here. Look at the bloody place is full of pots. Right, anyway, we've got, where's my label? Let's stick that in there so I don't forget what they are. So they're the sprouts called Bright. Well guys, you join me in the process of me putting my broccoli into these bigger pots. We just took them out of the out of these things there. Oh god, everything's tipping over here. Yeah, we took them out of there and we're going to put them into bigger pots. The trouble is, I've got no room in this greenhouse because I've got too much in it, so we're going to use these as drip trays until I find a big tray. And what we're doing, just put them into these 3-inch pots. We wait until they get to about 5-6 inches high, then we'll put them outside, get a bit more root system on them. That's what I need. Yeah, bone dry. Left them in the greenhouse really too long, in the back greenhouse, and I've been doing other things, so I need to crack on. In fact, I've got to go back in there in a minute. I've got another pile to bring out. The trouble is where do you put it all? My problem isn't having the stuff to grow it in, and the problem I've got is where to put it. I've got 3 greenhouses here, and they're all full at the moment. Maybe gonna have to start getting rid of a few things. Anyway, we've got another drip tray there done, another tray. Got one more tray here to do. Really firming these in. Brassicas need firming in. This broccoli will go into, well, I've got 2 cages that they can go in, so I've not decided which cage we're going to put them in yet. Don't worry about the first 2 leaves. Don't worry about them. This is what you got to worry about. Right, nearly done. And we'll give them a good soak in the drip trays outside in a bit. That's going to tip up. Plant them a little bit deeper. Correct that twist. What I'm trying to do, try to correct the twist in them. Right, got one more. God, my back's killing me bent over like this, but yeah, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 20, 8, I think we've got about 18. So I've got 18 of these broccoli. Got a load of cauliflowers. I must have about 24 of them. And then we've got a load more collies and a load more broccoli and a load more cabbage. The cabbage is what I need to do next. So at the moment we've got the Brussels sprouts in. We've got the collies. I can't think what else we got. Collie, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. Now it's the cabbages. Now cabbage turned for their potting up, and as you can see, we literally got thousands of these pots. These are good little drip trays to put water in and give them a good soak. That's what we're going to do. I'll find a bigger tray. There's a tray outside, you'll see it in a minute. I'm going to try and find a bigger tray to put them all in. Right, onwards and upwards. Before you even start, Buttercup, you're not drinking the water. You got your own water. No, stop. Right, we just filled the tray up with water. That'll soak up through the capillary action, and we won't be watering the tops of these. I've just got to find somewhere to stick all this. I've just got so much of it. I'm going to put some slug pellets around these as well, because the bloody slugs, with it being so wet, they're just running rampant everywhere. And I went into the back greenhouse the other day. Luckily I've got a load more chilies. They got a tray of chilies before I actually realised what was happening. But yeah, we got some broccoli, we got some sprouts there. They all look the same this time of year, so it's important to make sure you got labels in there and you know what they are. Right, I think we're good to go here. So yeah, we got the broccoli, we got the collie. You didn't see the collie, but we've the Brussels sprouts. We got a pile of them. We put them in them bigger pots, them 4-inch pots, 3-inch pots, and once we get encouraged the root systems, then we're going to put them outside, and we should do okay. We've got plenty of space to put most of them. Also this week I did promise a couple of girls at the top of the allotments I'd come and sort the greenhouses and the sheds out. Now what happens is on here, it's the wind is atrocious. You're going to hear the wind in this video. I'm not kidding you, it blows the sheds all over the greenhouses, it wrecks them. So I promised to go over and screw the bases down to this big concrete slab that's over there. So I first went over, I managed to do the shed. The second time I went over, I did the greenhouse. I decided we actually got managed to get the frame together without having to take the glass out. So you're going to see that anyway. You see what sort of damage was caused in this greenhouse, and this is what we're doing a little bit earlier this week. Well, come to have a look at these. This greenhouse and this shed now. I'm going to bolt that. I've got some raw plugs that I'm going to screw into the floor and drill into the side to hold this shed from moving. The winds are vicious on here, and well, I've just come over now, and what I'm looking at is all this side's all pushed over. The greenhouse is falling to bits. Unfortunately, the girls are going to have to come and take all the plastic out so I can actually put the base back together. The sides pulled away here. Both sides are pulled away. So, and it's all collapsing. So they need to take the glass out, and then I can bolt the frame to the base. Unless I can't do anything while it's like this, unfortunately. Yeah, I come down to actually put some raw plugs into it and pot rivets through the base just to hold it to the concrete, because the winds on here get so strong, as vicious they are, and well, as you can see, this is what it's done to this base. It didn't help that they had these pieces of wood resting against the greenhouse. With the wind blowing it, it's got extra weight to push it this way, and that's what it's done. So I haven't even got the number to contact them, but I can do that one to start off with. So what I'll do is I'll get me drills, and we'll come and screw this before they lose the shed as well. So what I'm doing at the moment, I'm just fixing this new shed to the base of this concrete slab. It's got these 8mm raw plugs with screws on them, and just doing the base now, putting one on either corner. That should keep the shed on the plinth without blowing away. Got all my tools there. The only thing I'm using of the girls are these things here, and then plates. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. I'm not looking forward to doing this. It's hard bloody work. This morning I've put these brackets onto this shed. It's sat on a concrete base of all bloody things, and done the back here. So this isn't done. Here's the problem, this greenhouse. I was going to do that, but I'm going to have to take the glass out of it, and for me to put the frame together. We go in here. You see what's happened there? The panel's blown out. The whole lot's shifted that way, and I need them to take the glass out of here so I can actually recouple the base. The base is torn apart in this corner, that corner, and that corner. I can't do now until the glass is out, and then what I'll do is, once I've got it all together, I will screw the base to the concrete. So that's the plan, but can't do now with this at the moment. They made it worse. They put them pallets against it, and the wind's blowing this way has actually bent it all. So I can't do this bit until the glass has been removed, and I can take me 10 minutes to do. But at least the shed's there, which is the main thing. At least the shed's not going to blow away. Well guys, we've run out of brackets, so I've only got these brackets left now. So these are going to be really big, but we've got all the corners with brackets on in this greenhouse, and the side, the back, the front and the back. We're just going to stick one in the middle here now. So we're using these blind rivets, like I say, to go through here, and we're using these to go into the floor. Now, to make matters worse, I've left my pen, haven't I? So what we've got to do, we've got to tap these in here like this, to get me hole centres, and then as soon as I take my eye off it, I lose where the bloody holes are. And what I've done is use a metal drill to do that, and not using the proper drill, which I've got in my hand now to do this. Now what we do, screwy gun. I've got the wrong screwy bit, but here's a trick I'm going to show you now. So we put these on here, get the screws, screw them in. They're only going to go down so far. You think, oh dear. Now that one's screwed right in. That one's screwed right in. And that one's screwed right in. But if they don't, you can hit them with an hammer and knock them into the grommets. But I wouldn't do it on a brick wall. But it's concrete like this, you could do it, get away at a pinch. So what we're going to do now, we're going to drill two 5.5 mm holes. And now I'm going to stick two blind rivets. So this will hold the side and it'll never come out of this. The rivet works like a concertina. And what it's doing, is pulling the back of the rivet. That little piece of metal there pushes it and it crimps it. And I might have one here to show you. It does that and it pulls it into the frame, and that is never going to move. So that's it, that's the last one. And I think the girls will be happy with what's gone down here today. So I'm just going to do a bit of tidying up and then we're out of here. But a promise is a promise. I did say I'd help them. So we got the greenhouses now solid, fixed to the base, and so is the shed as well for them. Yeah, they was very upset. The greenhouse kept on getting destroyed, and I got to hear of it, so I went over and offered to sort it out for them. So yeah, we made two girls happy. That's the main thing. Didn't we, Buttercup? Eh? What you're after, sweetheart? You want to jump up here, don't you? Eh? Chop chop. I'm not lifting you up. Chop chop. She's been a pain. All right. While you're deciding to stay there. Okay. Now take it easy with that knee, because it's one of the knees what's sore. I don't know if it's like that bloody injection that I've had, or I've knocked it. Don't think I've knocked it. You know, you just warm that knee up for me, okay? You're a good girl. That's it. So anyway, the next thing I needed to do was to take the plastic sheet off me potatoes, because I think the Swift are up, and there are a few others. So what I did, I took the plastic off, which, well, you're going to see the water which was on top of them. That's the reason why I kept them covered, because the weather's been absolutely horrid. It's been trying to rain today. And funny enough, while it's been raining, I've been right the way around Manchester, and it's like Salford. If you was to draw a line and go 2.5 miles and then draw a circle round, inside it is where it's raining. Outside is bone dry. Everywhere I've been it's bone dry except for Salford. So we've got a bit of drizzle at the moment, but you see the rain on the plastic sheet. We took that off and we put fleece on, and after a fashion. So let me show you what we've been doing, and I'll show you the few potatoes that are actually coming up. Well, just heading down Sir Busby Way. Yep, that's what I named this path. And what I want to do is take this tarp now off these potatoes. Look at that water. Absolutely horrid. I have to be careful, I don't want that water to go into the buckets. It's just too much of it, so I've got to be strategic how I do this. What I'll do is I pull these over and pull the whole thing back this way. I can't show you me doing it because I haven't got my tripod with me. But you just look at this water here. So you can see how it's filled up here. Now underneath that, and the potatoes are starting to come up, so I just realised I've got to go to the car to get the fleece. Crumbs. Yeah, I bet you thought I was going to say something else then. Unbelievable, just realised I've not put the fleece over. But yeah, what we've got to do, we've got to take this cover off and let the light get at the potatoes. Right, I just pulled the fleece off. Water went on there, not in the pots, which was great. And not before time. Look what I see. Bloody potatoes. Just moving them about there. So it would seem the swift are up. What I will do is, and they look like they're going to just start to come, so I'm going to stick some fleece over these now. So yeah, the swift are up. All I need. Right. Yeah, this tarp's done its job. Now I'm going to get the fleece, and that's going to do. Let's do the next job. Stop them from getting frost bitten. If we get a frost tonight, it'll take them out, the tops off them. It won't kill them, but it will set them back, and that's the last thing you need. Right. Yeah, come in handy that eventually. I knew I'd find a purpose for it. Right, all I've got to do now is fold it and put it away until I need it next. Well, the fleece has been removed. All the tops off this bugger up here is now here. So we won't see this again this year, thankfully. But now I've got to go and get the sheet out of the car, and we'll cover these in fleece because we're not in May yet. When I get to about the 12th of May, I start feeling more comfortable. But until then, we need to keep these covered. Oh, we just put the fleece on the potatoes. Yeah, that is Buttercup down there, sat on the fleece. I forgot what a favourite fetish is, and it is sitting on the bloody fleece. I'll coax her off in a minute, but she's killing me, guys. Oh dear. Now, it's not been long since we planted them potatoes. It's only been a couple of weeks, a few weeks, and up they are, up they come. And yeah, I forgot all about Buttercup and a fetish for wanting to lie on the fleece. Luckily, she wasn't lie on the potatoes, but you know, they'll pick up, and the fleece will stop them from getting frostbitten. Anyway, I've got one. Oh, this is what me and Buttercup tend to do when we're not doing now. I forgot to turn the camera off, and I left the camera on. And well, check this out. Now I've got the footage there, and it went on for about an hour and a half, and we were both fast asleep, both fell asleep. It was lovely, nice and warm, and yeah, it's great when you can do that, chillax. And like I say, Buttercup, she's always wanting a cuddle, aren't you, babes? Eh? You're always wanting a cuddle, aren't you? Anyway, I've got another clip to show you, and that's, I'm going to take you around the plot now and show you everything what we've done. In fact, before we do that, let me show you what I've been doing with my strawberry bed. Now, I set the camera up to record, and it didn't record. It wasn't turned on. So I've got a before and after video of me cleaning the me strawberry bed.
Well, this bed's struggling. Now, I've got the stilby there on the corner, and I've got the sedum strategically placed all the way along this edge, and I've also got all these daffodils and tulips which go around the borders here. Not so many at this side. However, this is supposed to be my strawberry bed, and it's full of all sorts of rubbish. It's got some grass in it, willow herb, a few dandelions. So I'm going to get in here, I'm going to get all these weeds out, and then in the gaps I'm going to pile in a load of strawberries later in the week. But it's going to take me a bit of time to do this. Like I said, there's a lot of weed, and this bed is the only one really what needs sorting out. It's because it had the strawberries in, it's been difficult to do anything with. I mean, all the other beds, I mean, this one is fine. That one there's got all the calendula in, so I've just got to be careful when I'm taking the tops off the daffodils and the tulips, because the calendula's underneath them. But yeah, we're going to clear this up. So this is what it looks like at the moment. And we're going to build a border. We've got some wood at the back of the plot. It's not scaffolding board, but it's I think it's something like, there's nothing here really which is going to I can show you. We've got the length and the width, but it's only like 15 milli by about 100 or something like that. So it's just like to define a border which we can put around it. But anyway, first things first, I need to get all these weeds out. So it will look somewhat different, but it's the weeds like right in the centre of the picture there. That's it. That believe it or not is it's barley. So it's coming off these feeders here. That's the problem. Right. Anyway, I'm going to get my bucket and we'll get stuck in here, and we'll show you what it looks like when I've finished clearing some of the weeds out. Well guys, frustratingly I've not turned the camera on to do the recording of me cleaning this bed. It's usually the case. I've put so much effort into it as well. The weeds that I've took out, I've took 3 buckets of weed in total out of it. We took all the tops off the daffodils because they've all gone yellow. So when the leaves go yellow, that tells you the chlorophyll's gone out of the daffodil. So we just take them out. Little robin there keeps coming in the beds taking the worms, which I've like I said, I've been doing the weeding here. There's a lot of strawberries there with flowers on. Now I'm going to be adding more strawberries into that bed. A bit patchy here, just here, and a bit patchy up the other end. But we're just gonna cram them in anyway. And I might have to put a cover on him. We've left one solitary tulip in the middle of the bed there because it's flowering. In the bucket on the end we got some alliums, so we've left them. They look like they're dying back, but they're not. That's the way they are. They're weird. But yeah, that last tulip, we'll take the top off that next week, and it'll just be all strawberries in this bed. The strawberries in question are called Victoria. We've actually got some more in the back greenhouse, which we bought. We bought them at half the price. I think you got 6 for £3. It was like 50p each. So I went a bit mad and bought 3 trays. So there's 18 of them that I can put in there. Now we could pull all them ones out and replant them, redo the lot, but I'm not. I'm just going to leave them in. And sometime in the next year we're going to change this bed from strawberries to something else. It used to be a blackcurrant bed. There was 6 blackcurrants in here at one point, but we took them out and we put strawberries in. So anyway, the strawberries have got flowers on. We haven't had any severe frost, and the centres look okay. There's no black centres. If you get a black centre in the flower on your strawberry, it's got frostbite, and that particular flower will not produce a decent strawberry. they will give you the strawberry be a crinkly, wrinkly thing, which is no use of purpose. So normally if I do get any black ones, I just take the tops off anyway. Yeah, bit gutted I didn't have the camera turned on, but you did get to see what it looked like before we started, and this is what it looks like now. Right, onwards and upwards. Well guys, this wood here, it's 10 foot long. Now it'd been perfect if it was 13 foot long, because I could use two pieces together. You like use two pieces here, and then use the bottom to do the edges. But as it is, we're going to use this as like a border around the beds. So they're only going to be this wide, the borders, but it's just going to define them. So it's this wide, but I think we can get two borders. Now if we had 13 foot scaffolding boards, all I need would be 6. As it is, I haven't got scaffolding boards, I've only got these, and you've got to use what you got, and I've got them for nothing, so it's not as if it's going to cost me any money. All it's going to do is take me a bit of time to cut them, screw them together, and sit them in place into the beds. It just tidies the edges up, that's all I'm bothered about. And when you come to throw the wood chip on the paths, it doesn't go all over the beds. So that's the reason why we want to do it. So this is what we're going to be using on the strawberry bed. So that strawberry bed, I'm going to be sticking more strawberries in there. Now I've got a load of strawberries. I bought some from B&Q, would you believe, and I got them at half price, so I got 3 trays of them. So I got 18 for, I think it was 9 quid. They should have been like 18 quid, or well 20 quid for them. But we're going to be putting some of them into that bed. Anyway, that was what we wanted to do this week, and now let me take on a quick walk around and show you all how everything's coming along, and hopefully there's a few other things that I'm going to be doing next week, which I'll talk about in the video. So check this out, and we shall be back. Well guys, it's 27th of April today. We were doing this video. The time now is coming up to, well, it's just gone 6 o'clock in the evening. I thought we'd do a video, a night video of the allotment. It might be a bit dark, the picture, but hey, it is what it is. This comfrey's doing really well here. I'll be harvesting that in a few weeks time, and that'll be going into my comfrey tea pot, my stewing pot. I'm going to have to take the net off this bed shortly, because the onions are touching the net. Now the only reason why we left the net on was to stop the jackdaws and the crows from lifting the onions. Now it's not only that they lift the onions themselves lift themselves out. What happens is the roots push the onion up and push them out. So you've got to keep your eye on them for the first few weeks until they get a good grip of the soil, and then you're right. So anyway, these are fine, so I will take the net off. I'll be putting my celery into that bed sometime in the week. I've got a load of celery in the front greenhouse which needs to go out. It's crazy how tall it is. My girls are over there just doing whatever the chickens like to do. Nothing in this bed at the moment, but I have seen a bit of life in some of these buckets where the dahlias are, so I will put fleece over these as well shortly. All this lot needs tidying up now. I'm just waiting for a few more weeks. See how they're going yellow, them tulips there? Well, they're almost ready for just taking the tops off, and I leave the bulbs in the planters. I never take them out. I'll always leave them in, and they come back year in, year out. So that's a job I will be doing in the coming weeks. The jasmine there's doing well, and I love that how it cascades off the top of the arris fence. Now I put that arris fence there years ago to stop. There's a little bugger who used to fire up there. He had a set of golf. He had a golf club, and he used to have the balls, and he used to launch the balls at the glass and break every panel. And he was that good, he could take the glass out of these plots over here. So I put that there to stop him anyway. I don't know whatever happened to him. Probably someone caught up with him. But there was no need for leaving it there, but I've left it there, and it's like a fence for that to grow up, and it does keep the greenhouse cool. Now this greenhouse gets really hot in here. We just covered everything in fleece, so I'm not going to open the door. Still got the other ones to do. Water on top of the water tank, there's a load of strawberries. We're going to be putting them strawberries over there into the bed over there, what we've been tidying. Again, all these tops here need taking off shortly. The black currants are looking really good in here. There's a little apple there. All this lot though, we've got, once it's starting to just start going a bit yellowish now. When it goes yellow, we take the tops off. So we've got tons of work to do in here. In this bed, we've done these two beds. These two beds are done. These are the gooseberries. We've got to be careful of the lily beetle. These are lilies. That there's a lupin, and another lupin over there. A bit of sedum there. But you got to check these, because the lily beetle will absolutely annihilate them, and it looks like something's had a go. So I think there could be a few lily beetles on there, so we'll have to have a closer look at them in the week. Now we cleaned this bed up. There's a few poppies in here. There's a blueberry there, still be on the end, and there's a few more lilies over there. This bed here is another one what we've got to tidy up. Now we've got to be careful when we come into here because of the calendula. Now you can see the calendula coming up. There's a few weeds in amongst it, but I know what, as long as you know what the calendula looks like, you're all right. So we've got to tidy this bed up as well, but we go softly in here when we're taking all the tops off the daffodils and tulips. And again, you've got to wait until they start to go yellow. Now you see the tulips are starting to fade now, the leaves, so see how they're yellowing up. I don't know if you can see, they're just starting to go a bit yellowish. That's the chlorophyll coming out of the leaves, so they're spent. So all the energy now has gone into the bulbs in these. So we can come in here and tidy these up, but we come in with scissors. We can't come in with like a bulldozer, so we've got to, it's tough work doing this bed. Some alliums there coming up. Remember the yellow flag houses, when we come in with that big saw, the rip saw, and we started sawing everything back, and everyone's going, they ain't gonna come back. Well, there you go, guys. We do it every year, and every year they come back. There's a few lilies in there, buttercup in the greenhouse there. Again, all these planters, we've got to, all these, we see how they're yellowing up now. We've got to take the tops off. We'll put some spring flowers in these, or summer flowers. I've probably already shown you, but if we haven't, I've just put two more. I put some Alicante in that one, and Alicante in that one. Now the rest of them, they're all Elsie clay, barring the Black Russian up there. And these are all money maker, barring the Black Russian, and obviously you got Buttercup in the middle, with the grapevine doing really well along the top. I've got my card here tonight. I'm using a GoPro. Oh, little robin, very chipper. Again, we've got to come in here and tidy this lot up. We put a load of marigolds and what have you into here. Later on, at the end, well, this end of next month, we'll put them in. You know, when I was doing that, when I was doing this here, I should have straightened that bugger up, shouldn't I? Anyway, let's take a trip down to Matt Busby Way. Oh, by the way, we've got paint in the car there to do this. Again, we've got to go softly in here, because these are gladiola, and there's a few yellow flag irises in here. Buttercup there looking. This is a lovely golden delicious, and it's full of flowers, so all the food bank's going to be doing really well this year with the flowers, with all the apples, hopefully. Just hope the frost don't hit the place. We get an hard frost, we're in trouble, because you know, they've got to set the fruits, and we've got the flowers on them. The bees have been all over them, so we're just waiting now for them to set, and then we'll see what we get at the end of it. Now again, these beds need a bit of TLC. These are all raspberries along here, and these are red currants and white currants. I'm going to have to spray these because we've got some disease on the leaves, and it's aphids, that is. So I'll come in with a spray, and we'll give them a bit of a spray, and they should take care of that. But it doesn't really matter. That doesn't take away from all the fruit that we get off them. Now we've been on his hands and knees into this bed, getting all the weeds out. Now there's a lot of strawberries in here which are flowered. There's no what's got black in the middle, which tells me we've had a frost. If that happens, the way you tell you've had your strawberries have had a frost is the yellow bit inside the flower on the strawberry goes black, and you're not going to get a decent fruit from it. You might get a deformed one, but you won't get a decent one, so it's always wise to take that off. The sedum's doing well here along the edge. There's a little apple here, and this one is actually, I did see some little, there they are. I don't know if you can see them there, little apples there. Now I figured out what this is this year. I know it's an apple, but I figured out what it is. Oh, by the way, I left that single tulip in there because it was flowering. All the others had all died, but this is another allium. I've managed to break one of the bloody allium flowers there. The gooseberries there, which are grafted onto the tree stock, they're full of fruit as well. Again, rhubarb's doing well here. These trees are full of blossom. Everywhere you look, it's just one massive blossom. So it's going to be a fantastic year, like I say, for the apples, the Bramleys. I mean, wow, this is a Bramley, and that was a Bramley. It's just one mass of flowers now. The peach tree is just starting to get its leaves on it. By the way, this is the onions, which again, they're doing well. Every one of them are up. Mint's doing well there. These all need tidying up. There's nothing in this bed here. We'll be putting cabbages in here shortly. We'll be putting the Brussels sprouts and some of the taller brassicas into this bed shortly. These will be coming out. These are my garlic. We took the plastic off the top, as you know, because we've actually got some potatoes. It didn't take them long to get up. I'm quite surprised, really. In fact, they've took me by surprise. I was hoping that they would have started to see them around about May 12th or something like that, and then I wouldn't have to worry about frost. But we got them covered with fleece just to protect them, and it's a Penton javelin, and I think the swift are just starting to come up now. So they're the first earlies. The main crop and the second earlies are a bit slow to come up. We've been throwing all the tops into this compost bin here. It will rot down over time. We've actually got some more pallets. We've got another one just a bit further up there, so we're going to be making another one of these. I've got this thing here is a planter, and I'm going to be putting it, come up here, I'm going to be putting it along the back here, and all these planters are all going into it. Now, okay, they're nettles, and we've got to be careful, go softly when we're taking them out. But you got a lot of lemon balm there as well coming up. There's another gooseberry behind there. Look at the water here. We're still not out of the woods, guys. Yellow flag iris in the pond, and there's a lot of little tadpoles in there, so we really want to be careful how we do this. But yeah, we're going to stick that planter in, and we're going to tidy it all up. Again, all this here will be tidied up, so that's what we're working on, and we're also trying to get the vegetables into the beds. Lucifer looks lovely. and I can just see there, I can just see a daily coming up there, and I can see another one coming up there. So at least, well, we see 2 of them anyway. Give them another week and we'll have more idea of what's happening here. And yeah, we're going to be putting the celery into this bed next week, I would imagine. It's not looking too good for the car boots tomorrow, although I'm going to an antiques fair at Lee, so you'll probably find out if I bought anything tomorrow when I'd finish the video. But yeah, we've actually, like I say, we've got the paint for the sheds as well, so we're going to paint in them, but we need a couple of days where I know it's not going to rain. So I'll leave you with that picture. Yeah, little bugger lugs there, and I'll go and put the fleece on all the brassicas in the front greenhouse. In fact, why not? Come on, you've already probably seen this. So they need to go out. I've killed my peas. Well, not killed them, but they're hanging in for dear life there. They need to go out. I might put them out as well next week, even though I know they're not going to do very well. Although we have to wait with bated breath. But yeah, these are all my brassicas. We've got broccoli, collie, we've got what else we got? We've got cabbages, kale. I've given loads and loads and loads of tomatoes away. I took my dad a load of tomatoes round today for his greenhouse. I've give about 4 or 5 people on the allotments loads of tomatoes. I think I give Mike from Potting Along, I think I give him about 50 in pots. In a little pot, there was about 50 in a pot, plus I give him others as well. You can see the sweet corn there's coming up, sweet corn over there's coming up, you know. So I've got the fleece there. I need to cover everything because of the temperature's dropping like a brick at the night time. It's not doing no harm to the grapevines. The grapevines are doing well here, along here. And also the marigolds. Look at these marigolds, they're doing okay. I've had to put some slug pellets in here because we've actually got slugs. And well, one jumped up here the other day. Well, it's met its end. Oh, this is purple cabbage. It's called red red sapphire, I think it's called, as I remember. And then they've got broccoli here, cauliflower over there all year round, and well, just a mix. So we've got everything what we need to get in, and we still got lots and lots of stuff to. Oh, a load of chilies in there, which reminds me, put the chilies up there. We need to prick them out as well, but we need to get rid of this lot first. Right, look at this lot here. This is my work area. It's just covered in plant, these little trays what we've been taking all the cabbages out, and believe it or not, I bet I've got this much in the back greenhouse still to prick out. So we're not out of the woods yet. Well, this has been a long clip. I don't know how long it's run for, but you get the idea. That's where we're at anyway. So I'm going to get the fleece on here and then we'll shut the door. But yeah, these have got a bit burnt up here, so I may do them again. So as you see, the allotments now is in leaf. Everything's doing really well. All the trees are full of fruit, blossoms everywhere. All the fruit bushes are growing well. The potatoes, the onions, the everything's up. I've got a load of celery in the front greenhouse which I need to put out, so I'll probably do that next week. I've got lots of brassicas to go out, as you just see, as you see there. We're doing all the brassicas, so that's what we'll probably be doing next week. Now, like I said, I've been on the car boot. This not the car boot. This Lee Antiques and Collectors Fair this morning,
and we bought a few Bobby Dazzler coins. Let me show you what we bought.
Today we've been very busy on the coin fairs. We've been buying some cracking coins. I bought this. This is an Edward III long crossed penny. It was minted at York. That's a nice coin, that. I like that. We've not got many of them, but yeah, 1854 to 1855. That's a tough date to find. Again, these third busts of Henry VIII are difficult to find as well. Again, it's circular 1544 to 47. So there's 3 years where they made these groats. This was minted in York, and it's a bit smashed up. But what do you want for 15 quid? They're selling on eBay for stupid money. This is the William III sixpence, 1697. It's a tough date to find, and in the condition it's in, that 65 quid's well worth it. It's about 90 to 100 quid, that. However, I think the find of the day is this George I's shilling. Now, in that, it looks a bit, you know, a bit worn, but this is a key date to find, and it's a tough one. What you see there, 130, is not what it's worth. It's worth about 300-400 quid. This is a very hard coin to find, and like I say, the date on it is the 1716. You look it up and it'll tell you they're not cheap. They're selling for about 260, 280 at the moment. And then we couldn't resist these George the Third sixpences, bullet. So we've got the 1818 and we've got 1819. I've got lots of these. I've got full set date runs of them, but you know, a little bit nicer. We bought this William. Actually, which one is that? Is that George the Fourth? I thought it was William the Fourth. No, George the Fourth. Yeah, it's George the Fourth, that. Yeah. Anyway, 1828. That's a tough date. And we bought this Kew Garden. It's in really good nick, and absolute Bobby Dazzler. This one, 100 quid. They're selling for about 170, 200 quid. I've got 20 of these. I'm just looking to see where they all are, and I've only found 5 at the moment. There's a load more in coin sets where I've got them all in folders, you know, like date runs and what have you. But yeah, these are all genuine, guys, every one of them. So yeah, that's what we've been buying today. So I think the best one's that one. I really like that. Absolutely awesome coin. Wish I could find one a little bit better, but then a little bit higher grade than that, you're talking 500-600 quid. So anyway, that's what we've been wasting his money on today.
So I think we did all right. I mean, I don't know where you're going to get an Henry VIII groat for 15 quid. I don't know where you're going to get one of them for 15 quid, but that's what I paid for it. The others, I paid a lot more for the others, but 15 quid for that is absolute bargain. I see them selling like that on eBay for 90 to 100 quid. But yeah, 15 quid I pay for that. And then you know you got the Edward III penny. And I mean, that's a rare one. And then we've all the others, all the shilling and the sixpences, worth having. And we didn't pay an whole lot of money for them. Anyway, I'm going to head off now, try and get this video edited. Sorry I've not made made an effort to answer some of my comments this week. I will get on with that before the video gets published. Last week's videos You got to understand, I've been in and out of hospital all week, and I've not had the time really to do anything. It was touch and go whether I was going to get the video up last week. I had so much on, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will reply to the rest of the video, the rest of the comments from last week, today hopefully when I get home. So with that, stay warm, keep safe, and goodbye for now, folks.